Hi there, I'm Nan, and today I'm doing a speed paint of my original characters. So, this is gonna be very rambly because I'm doing this without a script, and I am not at all confident in my own speech, but I'm gonna try regardless, okay? So, yeah, so these are my two newest original characters. Their names are Damon and Lawrence. When I say new, I mean I made them like 3 weeks ago now. So that might be an under exaggeration. I think it might be more like a month. But yeah, I have not made OCs in a very, very long time. I think my last original characters I made, oh God, like 3 years ago. Which would track, you know, because like for the last 2 years I've been obsessed with drawing like one single VTuber over and over again. But yeah, I don't know, I just got the urge to design some characters for the first time in a long time, and so I did, and I had a lot of fun with it, especially because their designs are like really far from what I normally do with original characters, because I'm very uncreative. And so the majority of the time that I've like ever made OCs, they've had outfits based in reality, right? Like our current modern reality, I should say, because like, you know, armor is not unrealistic. But it's not something you would just see someone walking around wearing. So, yeah. I designed these two basically because I just had some like design urges that I really wanted to try out. Like I said, never really done any sort of fantasy designs for my own characters. It's mostly just been modern, so I really wanted to try drawing armor. And I also, you know, I love drawing muscles. So Damon got muscles, Lawrence got armor. And yeah, I had a lot of fun with designing them. I designed their headshots first because there were some like facial feature traits that I really wanted to try out, along with hairstyles, and yeah, it's been fun. I don't know. It's been really fun to get back into creating original characters. Like I've done that throughout my entire artistic career, I guess. Throughout my entire art journey, I guess I should say. I switch from doing bouts of fan art for like a good chunk of time, then I go back to original characters, then fan art, then original characters. I kind of swap out. This is the first time I've been doing both at the same time, so it's been interesting, you know, but it's nice because it's like, okay, I draw the fan art, you know, to post on Twitter or whatever, and then I draw the original characters for me. And it's nice, it's fun. I don't know. But, sorry, enough rambling about that. About the characters themselves. So, since they're still so new, I haven't really come up with anything to do with, like, story stuff. It's more just general vibes and personality things and, like, overall role in the story. I've never been particularly strong-suited at, like, world-building stuff, so the only thing that's, like, solidified in my head about that is that the general vibe of the setting is, like, a generic fantasy starter RPG town. But yeah, as for the characters themselves, their personalities and everything, so Damon, who I'm currently working on in the video, he is very bold and brash and confident, cocky a little bit, you know, loud, in your face. He's a fighter type, very, very keen on physical hand-to-hand combat. I'm thinking in this world that there are, like, magical abilities, and obviously, you know, if you look at him, he's definitely got, like, fire-ish type of powers. Not entirely sure what the actual scope of his abilities would be, and if they'd be, like, exclusively fire or whatever, but yeah, he's kinda, you know, he's a little, you know, I kinda like him a little bit. He's definitely my bias of the two characters, and that's purely based on aesthetic stuff. I'm sorry, I just love muscles so much. I really just wanted to have a character that was tits out, like, all the time. It's, that was, like, kind of my motivating driving factor for coming up with Damon, which is awful to say, but oh my god. Titty. So yeah, he's like a fighter type for sure. He is very, very loud, very annoying, kind of himbo, but I don't know if he's like got the kindness part. He's kind of a little bit of an asshole, not gonna lie. I don't think he's always like super kind, so I don't know if himbo qualifies. He's just kind of dumb. Dumb and normal. But he's definitely baby girl for me. He's baby girl of my heart. I definitely designed him with like traits that I personally love in mind, physical and like personality traits. Lawrence, on the other hand, I wanted to challenge myself with Lawrence because this is gonna sound insane, right? Because who doesn't love a pretty boy? But I don't like pretty boys that much. I'll be real with you. I kind of see like a long-haired pretty boy and I'm like, ah, that is so fucking 2000 and late. So like Lawrence was a challenge in that regard because I'm not good at designing pretty characters. And he's like, you know, my intent with him was to make him super pretty. And the second more obvious challenge with him was his armor. I feel like anytime I look at someone's commission sheet, it's like, okay, 75% of the time, they just straight up won't draw armor. Like, they'll have it listed in their will not draws. 24% of the time, they will draw armor, but they'll add an additional complexity fee. And then the remaining 1% of the time is people that draw armor no problem. Which is so sad. Like, I kneecap myself because not only do people never draw armor, they also, it's so much harder to find people that draw muscles too. So, like, with these two, oh my god, it's gonna be a struggle. But anyway, yeah, so I think armor looks sick as fuck. I wanted to draw a character with armor, and I'm glad I did it. I managed to be able to get past the struggles with that because I think I've gotten to a point where I can more clearly imagine things in 3D now. So I can sort of rotate him in my mind and figure out what the armor would look like at different angles, which is wonderful. As for his personality, he's very stoic. Like, I mean, you can tell from the pictures. Look at that face. He is not one to take shit from anybody. He's very no-nonsense, very serious. He's typically a man of few words, but Damon knows how to push his buttons, so he will go off on Damon, like, all the time, because, oh my god, Damon's fucking annoying. Who wouldn't go off on Damon? But yeah, I'm thinking for like story elements, he's either the head of the royal guard or he's actually a prince. Don't know which one yet. I feel like a prince would be just so stereotypical, but oh my god, it would be so delicious with like a plot line that I'm thinking of, which would be that like there's a betrayal going on there and there's like a coup to overthrow the current royal family, and so Lawrence is like involved in like against his will, and he has to go on the run, and he meets up with Damon, who was like a former assassin that was on the side of the coup that meets him in the castle. Like, I'm imagining, I'm playing with these characters like little dolls, and I'm like, now kiss. But yeah, I'm in that development stage right now, and it's been very fun to think about and imagine plot lines, but nothing is solidified yet, so yeah. I say nothing's solidified as if I'm not their fucking creator and, like, can't just pick stuff and then go back and change it if I want. But I don't want to change it! It's a pain in the ass! Do you know how hard it is to edit out Toy House Bio? I'm kidding. But, yeah, I'm still very deeply in the development phase with these two, and they're more just for me to have fun drawing in various scenarios right now. Which, speaking of drawing, oh my god, okay, so the drawing process for this was incredibly difficult, and I'm sure you're wondering, how the fuck was this difficult to draw? It's a cel-shaded, colored sketch. So here's the thing. There was something going on with my head for, like, the entire week surrounding me drawing this. Like, I was deep in the throes of something. I don't know what was going on. It could have been related to my period, but basically I had, like, this disconnect where, like, my thoughts and my actions did not, seemed to mesh. It was very difficult for me to focus on anything, and like while I was drawing this, I was struggling so hard with understanding proportions, and like everything looked wrong to me, even though I knew that it was okay and passable. And so I was being such a fucking perfectionist about every little detail, right? So normally something like this, as in a fucking cell shaded colored sketch, right, would have taken me 3 hours. Like that reference sheet of theirs, I think took me, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours, and that was me designing them and drawing them at the same time, right? So like obviously that's going to take a little extra. This, I had already had their designs in mind. I literally just had to draw them. It should not have taken me 7 fucking hours to finish this. Like, I don't know what was going on. But yeah, it was a struggle. Like, it was really a struggle. It was actually really scary too, because I was like, am I just going insane? Like, what is wrong with me? What the fuck is happening? But it cleared up as soon as my period stopped, so I think it might have been just a weird PMS symptom. I genuinely have no idea. And I didn't go to the doctor because, like, I got enough mental shit going on. Like, I know I'll be fine in the end. But wow, that was just fucking bizarre. And it was like the entire, like, it was a whole fucking week of just feeling like that. And like, I was struggling at my job. I was struggling to just function. Like, I would stop every 3 seconds, and like, if I got a notification on my phone, I would just stare at it for like a solid minute and then realize, oh shit, I'm in the middle of something. So it was scary. And I don't know how to describe it in a way that makes sense to anybody else. So everybody's like, well, you seem like you're being normal. And I'm like, okay, well, I feel bizarre. If you've ever experienced that, let me know, because what the fuck. But yeah, big struggle on this one, but in the end managed to fucking do okay. And yeah, so with these characters, another one of my goals with creating them was to, okay, this is a long story, but basically I had pretty bad financial trouble a while back, you know, living on my own, difficult, having medical problems and stuff like that. And I had to sell 2 of my favorite original characters to, you know, because I didn't have anything else that was worth anything. So I sold them, and I loved those characters so much, and I did regret selling them. And so I kind of wanted to design some characters that reminded me of them, but like they don't look the same at all, but like personality wise, I wanted to have that same kind of dynamic with like a serious character and like a really loud and annoying character, and who's like got 1 brain cell. And so I wanted to recreate that dynamic with these 2, and I'm glad that I did. And I don't know, I just haven't had passion for my OCs in a long time, which I feel bad for saying, because like, oh my god, I have 2 other OCs that I love dearly, but I just haven't had the desire to draw lately. Those OCs are Javi and Anya. They're like a pair of hitmen, and yeah, they got me out of art block a while ago, which I'm grateful for, but then, you know, came back, and that sucked. But, you know, then that art block was broken with my Suha obsessions. You know, and thankfully this time, like, I didn't make these 2 out of any, you know, need for getting out of art block. I just made them because I thought it would be fun, and I wanted to have nice designs like these to draw, because, yeah, I thought it would be a fun time. And I was right. It is fun. I fucking love drawing these 2. I don't know. There's just something about them. They're so shaped. It's really fun to go back and, like, fucking, I don't know, indulge in my anime bullshit, you know? I showed these 2 to my friend who I've had since middle school, and he was like, wow, they look like Final Fantasy characters. And I was like, hell fucking yeah, that's the vibes, man. I've never even played Final Fantasy, right? But I wanted the most, like, anime bullshit looking designs that I could possibly conceive of, and I think I succeeded in that regard, and it was, I don't know, I'm glad, right? I had a lot of fun with these 2. And I'm definitely going to be drawing them all the fucking time. It's really exciting, you know, to have characters like that again. Also, I like really surprised myself because I remember explicitly after having drawn, I think it was an art trade for someone, I said, I will never hand render patterns again. And that was years ago. And I stuck to that until this. For some reason, I decided, yeah, I'm going to put patterns on my OCs. Even though I fucking hate drawing patterns. They're small, right? You know, it's Damon's like little, I don't know if that's like a ripped shirt thing or a skort, whatever the fuck. I don't know. I think it's a ripped shirt is what I'm going with, or it's just for decoration. Who the fuck cares, right? It's anime bullshit. It doesn't have to have a purpose. Which everyone will say, okay, that's bad character design. Everything has to have no, everything does not have to have a purpose, okay? You can just draw cool things that look cool, alright? Who cares? Fuck off. I'm not making a professional story. I can draw what I want. No, but, that little design that I'm working on right here, right? This hem thing. I don't know why I decided that would be a good idea to include, because it's like a pain in the ass. You can see I had to redraw it because I didn't make the scale correct. And like his headband, like it's so tiny. But it's weird because that used to annoy me, but like now doing that is so relaxing. I don't know what happened where I'm like, oh my god, this is like calming. Am I like turning into like one of those mandala girlies? Like, you know, they like colors mandalas and like loves adult coloring books and stuff. I've like never been into coloring. I've never had fun with it. Like, what is going on? What is happening? Hello? What am I turning into? No, but for real, I love it. Very obsessed. And then Lawrence, I gave him that little water pattern thing that's on his little hair. I don't even know what that's called. See, this is like, again, me coming up with design elements that like serve no purpose just other than to just look cool. But he's got like that little hair bracelet thing. What do you even call that? His little bitch tail. I have the little watercress design on that and like the tops of his boots. But that's a lot easier because as you can see on his reference, I just have it like scaled up really big in black and white. And so I can just copy paste it and then turn it to luminance to opacity and like use that. So I don't have to hand render it every time. I would just make a brush too with Damon's little pattern thing, but like given the fact that it's on areas that fold, I feel like it makes more sense to just hand render it every time because it's not going to look right if I do it on areas that fold. If I end up making anything like large scale, like a webcomic or something with these two, which, let's be real, I will absolutely not do that. I fucking hate drawing comics. I've tried it twice before, and each time it was a pain in the ass. But, you know, if I ever need to mass draw them or whatever, maybe I'll make a brush. But, anyway, I feel like I've rambled so much in this, and I'm so sorry. Like, everything I say makes no sense, but who cares, right? I'm just having fun with it. Doesn't matter. But yeah, the whole goal with this is to have Lawrence, he's explaining a plan to Damon. Damon is staring and nodding along, but there's like zero thoughts in his brain, and he's just, you know, no thoughts head empty. We love a no thoughts head empty king, and we love a smart king too. Lawrence, I mean, you're wasting your breath, but, you know, I'm glad that somebody here has brain cells. Probably going to be useful for like whatever plans you guys have. And I wish you 2 luck in the future. I'm a horrible mother. Oh my god. But anyway, yeah, thanks for watching this. And, you know, I don't know if anybody will, but it's been fun to record this and just not worry about a script. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you will watch again sometime if I ever upload again. Bye.